Alright guys and gals, I'm gonna show you how to code properly your MFT expensive table. Now the other question is gonna be answered here too, how bad it is or easy it is to flip this top and use the opposite side, and what are the consequences of doing that. So pretty much here I'm removing the screws. One of the screws was a little stubborn, you know, couldn't like exactly remove easily, and I realized that the whole thing came off. I used my Knipex pliers in order to remove the screw. Now the screw uses an Allen wrench in order to kind of like twist it in. So it's pretty easy. Once you have your Allen wrench, just like try to just put it in there. Do not over tight this because this is MDF. It's not that good of a material. So I'm gonna sand this with 180 just to remove all this roughness from it and the dirt and all this stuff. And I'm gonna add a little profile to those 20 millimeters holes. Now make sure if you can add a dust extraction for this because MDF is pretty nasty material, especially when you cut it or use your routed on. So here like kind of quick time lapse, and we're gonna be using some bull eyes shellac. The one that I have is amber. I recommend you to have the clear, but since I already have this, I'm gonna use it. Now do not make the same mistake as me using those blue paper towels because they will get destroyed, especially because the roughness of the MDF surface and plus the product. Now I'm gonna use this white rag. You can get those in Home Depot or Lowe's or your local painters store. They will have it in a little small packages or in a little bigger box. It depends if you're gonna use it more in the future. Now I'm really trying to apply this product as uniform as possible because I don't want to see like so much the joints. You can kind of still see somehow when it joins, when it dries kind of quickly and I apply the new product. I would strongly suggest add it to the edge of the board because they will seal the fibers very well. As you see here, really close up how it looks when the fibers are completely sealed. And please do not forget to use gloves. You see how nasty this stuff is, and I'm pretty sure is very bad for your skin. So make sure you get rid of this and seal it with the same glove as you see here. Now it is ready to put in the trash. Now give it another quick sand with 180 grit and give a quick wipe just to eliminate even more dust from the surface. Now the reason why we're doing all this is because now we're gonna apply a white PINT poly. Now I don't know if this is my own technique. I've never seen it online or anything, but I like the finish of the white PINT poly. But I like to use the shellac first so I can seal the fibers. So because this material is really observant if you don't use the shellac. Now in this close-up shot, you will see the difference between the white PINT poly and the shellac and the other side. I mean, I know I sanded. But I don't want to use several coats of shellac because leave it a really brownish color that I don't really like it. Once you finish applying the white PINT poly, I would say give it like a quick sand with fine grade sandpaper. I'm using this Ultra Flex 180 sponge, work flawlessly. And after that, I'm gonna use the same rag that I have the white PINT poly. I didn't apply more product. I just used the same rag that I was using, just kind of like buff it out and give it this nice smooth finish. On top of that, I really like the satin finish sheen they leave behind after applying the product and kind of like buff it out. You can like apply the product one more time, white PINT poly, sand it one more time and apply the product and like kind of buff it, and you're gonna have even more smooth finish. Now here I'm gonna show you how to clean these aluminum parts of the table. You see this is the clean part, and this is the product that we're gonna be using. They're called mag and aluminum polish. A little bit of the product. Now you can use this paper rag. It works great because you gotta dispose, like throw it away after the use if you don't want to be using your good rags. And I will say use this quadruple O steel wool to buff it off, like if you have areas that are like more stubborn to remove, as you see in that shot right there. Add some more product and continue the buffing process. And don't worry, I'm gonna add the links of this product in the description. Now look at this final product. I'm looking back at you. Now this table looks like a brand new now. For now I'm gonna flip it over so I can continue using the other side, so this one is ready. Now do not be such ninjas. Like the video please, that really helps, and it helps YouTube to kind of promote my content to other people with the need of this information and motivates me to continue making great tutorials for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.